we're at Haehl Pavilion for the 2017 Cardinal Newman Classic Showcase, and a great way to start things off. We've got the St. Mary's Panthers and the Cardinal Newman Cardinals, two NCS teams, both Division IV teams. And this game, although it's the first game of the year, may have a lot to do with seeding at the end of the season. Hello everyone, I'm Dave Cox along with Santa Rosa JC assistant coach Maurice Thompson, and Cardinal Newman coming off a great year last year, Maurice. 30-4, one of the top teams in the state, and it's going to be a little different this year. They don't have the big players in Haley Vice-Neat and Lauren Walker, but they still have a lot of very talented players. They should put on a great show tonight.
I think the girls are going to be really good tonight. St. Mary's is certainly an adversary. You can hear about them, their boys and women's program the past few years. So I'm looking forward to it.
One of the top returners for Cardinal. She's going to have to really step up this year. Without Lauren Walker and Haley Vice-Neat, you're going to count on her to do a lot of things.
Absolutely. And what they have going again is experience. St. Mary's is very young. It's going to be interesting to see how they respond tonight to a team like Cardinal Newman that was 34-0, and 14-0 in league. So I'm looking forward to it.
One returner for the Cardinals that should have a tremendous season is Maya Flores. They're a senior sharpshooter. She's led the team in scoring the last 3 years, and we expect nothing less from her again this year.
Absolutely, and I think what Cardinal Newman's going to try to do is try to get them overextended, kick it out to Maya in the corner. She's shooting a high clip from the three, so I think that's going to be very well tonight for Cardinal Newman.
Tall order for St. Mary's tonight. Their leading returning scorer, Dejanay Evans, is out, so they're going to count on Kayla Roseman to really have a big year for them this year. She'll have to have a big game tonight against Cardinal Newman to give the Panthers any kind of a chance.
Absolutely. She's going to have to be poised, because if they can handle the runs that Cardinal Newman goes on, then they'll be here in the later part of the game. But that's going to be key to see how these young ladies respond.
All right, well, this should be a great matchup tonight, as we see Kayla Roseman, 8.6 points per game, 8.3 rebounds per game last year. It's the St. Mary's Panthers and the Cardinal Newman Cardinals tipping off the Cardinal Newman Classic Showcase here tonight from Haehl Pavilion. We will be right back with the start of tonight's game from Haehl Pavilion in just a moment.
Malloy, Emery, and Vesconi Insurance Services, a professional agency with personal service, insuring wine country since 1890. Cardinal Newman High offers a Catholic college preparatory whole-person education. With a dedicated faculty and state-of-the-art facilities, your daughter or son will have the advantages of the highest caliber educational opportunity in Sonoma County. Learn more at cardinalnewman.org. Highlights presented by Meade Clark Lumber Company, locally owned and part of the community for over 100 years. With the right information and the right materials, Meade Clark is the right lumber yard. So shop where the contractors shop, at Meade Clark Lumber.
At George Peterson Insurance, we support the communities we serve and live in. You'll find us helping out at the Boys and Girls Club and Sonoma Humane Society, collecting food for the Redwood Empire Food Bank, and more. It's our goal to make our neighborhoods a better place. We are invested in your success. For over 75 years, George Peterson Insurance has been serving our communities and customers with top-notch service and competitive pricing. Find out what we have to offer. George Peterson Insurance, we've got your back.
And welcome back to Haehl Pavilion on the campus of Santa Rosa Junior College. Tremendous showcase tournament. They're doing it a little bit differently this year because they lost a couple teams at the last minute, so they decided to do it as a showcase, which is a great way to do things. There's Chris Toller, the head coach for St. Mary's. Very good coach. He's built a great program year in and year out there, one of the top teams in the NCS. And, of course, Monica Myrtle led her team into the Open Division after winning the Division IV state title a year before and made it all the way to the NorCal title game where they lost to Archbishop Mitty, but they beat Carondelet, which was a tremendous achievement on the road, and Pinewood, both road victories for Cardinal Newman. And here we go to start things off the season. Nice movement so far. And there's Anya Joyce driving to the basket, doesn't get it. Rosemont with the first rebound of the night as she immediately gets good position underneath for St. Mary's. And that one's tapped out by Maya Flores. Great ball movement by Cardinal. They got the shot they wanted, just didn't fall.
Right. St. Mary's has definitely got to hedge a little bit more on that guard going and taking that corner. She's got to impede her progress, so it's going to be interesting to see how that turns out a little later.
St. Mary's in the red, Cardinal Newman in the white. And Cardinal Newman's been practicing here at Haehl Pavilion. Of course, everybody knows the story as we get the first turnover of the night. The fire that destroyed most of the Cardinal Newman campus, and although the gym is still in good shape, they're not quite ready to let people back on campus there because of the damage. They are getting it cleaned up, and they will be back in the gym, hopefully sooner rather than later.
Yeah, that's amazing. 2 weeks they can't practice and be out here performing. That's awesome.
Nice pass, choice
nice
to
little pocket
Searcy.
pass.
Ari Searcy off the assist. And Cardinal Newman takes the lead. Now the steal, there's Choice, nice crossover down the lane, flips it up with the left hand and in.
Very nice. That young lady changes speeds, excellent.
She had a great freshman year last year, came off the bench and always provided a tremendous spark whenever she came into the game. And Cardinal Newman now up 4-0. DeLuca flips it back up top, long outside shot, and that is a three on the mark by Alyssa Kambula Doherty, and St. Mary's is on the board.
Yeah, she helped a little bit too much on that and didn't get out there to close out and take her out of shot motion. She knocked that down.
Choice tried to make the feed that time. It ends up in the hands of Cardinal Newman, and Searcy misses the outside shot. They almost got the offensive rebound, but then it's Kambula Doherty who comes down with the ball for St. Mary's. 6:02 to play. First quarter, Rosemont inside, trying to give St. Mary's the lead. Nice defense underneath by Searcy, and the ball ends up back to Rosemont. And finally, Choice ends up with it. Rosemont hit the floor after that, so she will go to the free throw line, our first free throw shooter of the night tonight.
Yeah, wow, Rosemont showed a lot. She got back up off the ground. Man, I tell you, she's tough. What is she, a sophomore?
Kayla Rosemont, who is a sophomore at 5'9", so she's got 2 more years after this year, so she's going to be quite a player here. She's already had a great year last year as a freshman, averaging nearly a double-double. They lost a couple great players to graduation, Carolyn Gill and Kennedy Villa, so they're kind of in the same boat as Cardinal Newman in terms of being young and not having quite the height they've had in past years. Second one no good. Searcy has the rebound. Choice again to the rack. She is able to penetrate that defense and make things happen every time down the floor. The ball's going to stay with Cardinal Newman.
They really got to hedge that. They got to stop her and make her kick it out. She's getting direct drives. That's twice.
There's Maya Flores, her first shot of the night, a three, and there's the rebound that falls into the hands of Cargill. To the rack, Choice doesn't get it. St. Mary's has weathered the early storm. We're tied at 4. That's got to be a big concern, the fact that Choice is able to penetrate the defense every time down the floor.
That's going to be a problem.
DeLuca with a nice spin in the lane. Rosemont hangs onto it somehow and powers her way to the rack. Kayla Rosemont.
Strong young lady. Look at her. She's the first one back in transition, too. She scores and she gets back.
Choice again able to penetrate, and she got it. Got to wonder how much longer Chris Toller is going to let that go before calling a timeout. He's got a player up and off the bench ready to come in as Ari Searcy has the rebound.
Nice pass.
Into the corner it goes to Flores. Off the mark, rebound. Here comes St. Mary's now. They'll try to run the floor a little bit as DeLuca got the board that time. Milana DeLuca, nice drive. Up strong, and the foul as Ace Dora gets bumped on her way to the rack.
Yeah. Maya's got to take the baseline away from them and steer her to the help.
Cardinal Newman takes.
Again, Newman running the floor and somehow flipping that up with the left hand. That was impressive.
That's nice.
Dora hits the first one. St. Mary's now up by 1. There's Leah Kansani-Baker, who just checked in for Cardinal Newman. Another player who they're going to count on a lot to fill the shoes of Lauren Walker and Haley Vice-Neat down low and be able to get rebounds and play defense in the block. Tough to replace 6'5", 6'3". I mean, there's not much you can do, you know, but they've got some players who work hard, and positioning-wise is really what it comes down to.
Absolutely. When they respectively, those two that they lost went to a higher level, right? Division II, Division I. So they've got some shoes to fill, but I think they're ready for it.
Into the corner, Flores. Cardinals trailing by a point. There goes Joyce right down the lane. She tried to flip it out to Cargill, who had cut to the basket. She didn't realize it, and the throw goes over her head.
She really needs to come to a jump stop under that, be under control, and kick that out.
Into the corner. There's Tal Webb. Talked about her in the open, and she comes up with a steal right here. Expect her to have a great season. Up top to Tal.
Nice.
Doesn't get her first three. There's Aaliyah Kansani-Baker. Back to Webb. Nice rebound by Kansani-Baker. Cargill tries the three off the mark.
Nice
DeLuca. And there's Anya Joyce with the steal. Free lane to the basket, and she lays it in with the left hand. 6 points for Anya Joyce.
Yeah, unbelievable. They're all layups. I like about Cardinal Newman, they're not getting overextended. They're just, staying to the paint. Oh, she's
Rosemont underneath,
tough
and she'll go back to the free throw line.
They're going to have to put a body on her. Look at her, she's just got position on that. You got to keep fighting. She got a nice little touch.
Very nice touch, yeah. She's a good player all the way around, and she is only going to get better.
Sophomore, my goodness.
She had a little trouble at the free throw line last year, believe it or not. She only shot 30% last year as a freshman, so it's obviously something she's worked on in the offseason because she looks like a much better than 30%
look
free
at the
throw
rotation.
shooter.
I mean, that's nice.
I had to look at that twice to make sure that was right, and that's what Max Prep says, 30% last year. Tal Webb just off the mark. Rosemont with another rebound. And she went to the free throw line a lot last year. She shot 182 free throws, so teams obviously knew that she was having trouble and were putting her at the line last year. There's Aaliyah Kansani-Baker trying to take the pass. Tal Webb will try the three. There's another offensive rebound. Coming down with that one is Avery Cargill, who fires one in. Cargill from the outside, and Cardinal Newman now goes on top by 2.
Cardinal Newman pretty much can get anything they want. They can get drives, they can get kickouts, the threes.
Tremendous season last year, as you mentioned, 30-4 and 14-0 in league. They haven't been beaten in league in almost 4 full years, so they've had a tremendous run throughout the local competition, and they were rewarded with that open bid into the CIF tournament last year. Tal Webb from the corner.
Nice.
Cardinals starting to heat up.
Yeah, it's very easy to get complacent when you don't have that much competition in league. But they've showed it every night. They want to play, so I'm impressed with them coming out here tonight. They switched that.
DeLuca in the corner, cut off by Cargill. Minute and 30 to go here in the first quarter. There's Cargill with the rebound. Avery Cargill starting to get going. DeLuca is going to hound her up the floor. 5-point lead for Newman, biggest lead for either squad so far in this one. Pass is stolen. That was Dora. And Ace Dora doesn't get it at the other end, but Maya Flores is right there for the rebound. Neither one of these teams is afraid to run the floor, and they're kind of spreading out a little bit here in the early season. First game of the year. Up top it goes, Cargill. Little floater, no good. Rosemont with another board. She has 5 rebounds. And Chris Toller is going to take a quick timeout here for St. Mary's. And it's a full, so we'll step aside ourselves here with 46.8 to go here in this first quarter. It's 14-9. Cardinal Newman over St. Mary's. We'll be back with more action from the Cardinal Newman Classic in just a moment.
North Bay Elite AAU girls basketball attending the top NCAA showcases in the country, with former players competing at the NCAA Division I, II, III, and NAIA levels, winners of 2 Pacific District Level 1 national qualifiers. For the best in girls AAU basketball, it's the North Bay Elite.
Our referees tonight, Kyle Baradas and Dominic Bosky, doing a nice job in this one. Great night of basketball coming up. We've got Eastside Prep versus Heritage in game 2, and then Menlo Atherton and Woodside Priory in the nightcap. So 3 great games, 6 tremendous teams, all that made great runs, not only in their section, but in the NorCal tournament last year. So quality basketball for sure.
Absolutely. If you're a basketball fan, this is the place to be.
Rebound that time for Cardinal Newman's Mariah Harris, who just checked in during the timeout. Avery Cargill running the point now for Cardinal Newman. Under 30 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Newman up by 5, maybe content to hold on for the last shot as they can work the shot clock all the way down to about 1 second. Harris will fire away. Doesn't get it. Leaving St. Mary's time, but Cardinal Newman takes it back away. Choice is going to have to fire that one up, and she nails it. Steph Curry style from way beyond the arc. A 9-point first quarter for Anya Choice, and Cardinal Newman now leads it by 8. What a way to end the quarter. And we'll take a break right here. Cardinal Newman up 17-9 over St. Mary's here in the Cardinal Newman Classic Showcase. We'll be back with the start of quarter number 2 from Haehl Pavilion in just a moment.
Cardinal Newman High offers a Catholic college preparatory whole-person education. With a dedicated faculty and state-of-the-art facilities, your daughter or son will have the advantages of the highest caliber educational opportunity in Sonoma County. Learn more at cardinalnewman.org. Malloy, Emery, and Vesconi Insurance Services, a professional agency with personal service, insuring wine country since 1890.
Nice way to end that first quarter for Cardinal Newman as they got the steal and then the 3 from Choice from, I don't know how far beyond the arc she was, but at least 8 feet, I'm saying.
That was Steph Curry, yeah. That was almost NBA range. It's going to be interesting to see how St. Mary's responds, you know, because they're going into this quarter with the momentum Cardinal Newman is with that deep 3.
Cargill now up top for the Cardinals. They trailed much of that first quarter, but put on a nice run, and Harris goes to the rack, and she's fouled. Mariah Harris and one.
It would almost be advantageous for St. Mary's to pick them up at the top of the key versus getting extended out here because everything is open. They need to just drop their man-to-man back a little bit.
Mariah Harris at the free throw line, and she doesn't get the old-fashioned. The rebound goes to Rosemont again. 6 rebounds for her. She has played very well so far for St. Mary's. Mariah Harris, by the way, is just a freshman, and she looks like she's going to be a tremendous player for this team already. You can see her D'ing up on Rosemont. She almost had a 3-point play.
Yeah,
Travel.
Cardinal Newman's picked up their intensity on the defensive end. You know, St. Mary's has really got to take care of the ball and not turn it over. This game get out of control.
Here's the way that first quarter ended. Check out Joyce. She is way beyond
that. Nice touch. See, there's another direct drive.
And there it is. Cargill laying it in. And that got Chris Toller off the bench. He was sitting, he was calm, he was trying to be cool, but he lost it on that one. It's like, okay, come on, we got to play better D than that.
Yeah, you know that's something that he's not teaching. So.
Well, yeah, you know, a team that's had the success that they've had, it all starts with defense, right?
Absolutely.
So not being able to stop a drive to the basket here in the first game of the year has got to be a little frustrating.
Yeah, you really got to go 5 against 1 man-to-man. So help the helper, and that's not happening down here on St. Mary's end.
Tao Webb dribbles up the floor quickly now for the Cardinals.
Okay. Nice for staying down.
Joyce, nice offensive rebound underneath by Alyssa Doral, and it's back out to Flores, who rattles the rim. But look at Joyce. Anya Joyce diving in there. She stepped on the line after rebounding it, but that was a great rebound.
Yeah, St. Mary's is going to have to get 22 involved now. She's pounding down underneath. No one can stop her down there. Get her the ball.
Harris is trying to D up on her. They got the switch down low. DeLuca ends up with the ball. Roseman calling for it. Got her the pass, but it was a little late.
Yeah.
Up top it goes to Dora, who misses, and Maya Flores has her second rebound. Flores all the way to the rack. Maya got fouled on that one, no call. And the ball's going to stay with Cardinal Newman. Maya Flores, one of the Cardinal Newman students that lost her home during the fire. Some 90 students on that campus were affected directly by the fires, and of course everybody was affected by the fact that about half the campus, or about a third of the campus, burned.
2 degrees of separation on that. You know someone has lost something. Better watch the inbounder coming in. She'll get a 3 on you.
Tao Webb
Nice.
doesn't get the 3. Rosemont, wow. She goes up
4th or 5th board. Oh, see.
DeLuca down the lane, no good. Fight for the rebound, won that time by St. Mary's, and there's the 3 for Kambula Doherty, her second 3 of the night.
Nice.
Down low, it goes the other way. Harris gets down the floor. Mariah Harris having a great debut here for Cardinal Newman as a freshman.
They got to get back in transition.
Another rebound, this time it's Harris with her second. She has come off the bench and contributed 4 points and 2 rebounds. Look at the drive to the basket by Joyce, and another easy left-handed basket. She now has 11 points.
Cardinal Newman again can get whatever they want. It'd almost be better if they went into a zone.
Outside shot, no good. Flores with a nice box out, gets the rebound.
Nice.
Flores behind the back. Rebound, Doral to the back basket.
Wow.
Great job by Doral. She's just a freshman also.
Wow. Well, you know, if If you're in the league of Cardinal Newman, you have to be concerned. This is a young team. You're going to be seeing them for a long time. Good
Oh,
D.
nice
Good
defense,
D.
Searcy. Searcy with the takeaway and to the rack. Nice offensive rebound. Tao Webb. Right there, 5 points for Webb now.
Again, transition buckets. If you're not stopping the ball, they're getting the direct drives. There you go. Way to take off the baseline.
Couple of chances there for Olivia Lewis, but the ball went out off of St. Mary's. There's Monica Myrtle working things. It's a family affair. Dad Tom, her sister, all work this team, and they do a great job coaching together.
Yeah.
Not easy to do as a family.
Oh, you know, what did they discuss at dinner? Basketball.
Heidi and Monica were great players in their own right at Ursuline and beyond.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Monica's going to take a 30-second timeout right here.
That's good for Olivia on St. Mary's. She hasn't had a rest yet. She's having to D up on these guards going up and down. Got to be kind of tough.
Some great action coming up at the conclusion of this one. We'll have the second game of the night, which will be Eastside Prep versus Heritage. Really looking forward to that one. Both had great seasons last year. Heritage is loaded this year. And then at 8 p.m. tonight, Menlo Atherton against Woodside Priory. Two teams that went a long way last year. You know, they invite top teams to this tournament. They try to make it one of the top tournaments, and we've seen some tremendous teams over the years. Right. Regis from Colorado. We've had Oregon City, Oregon in this tournament over the years, and this year some new teams, and I'm excited to see them all. It's going to be really fun to watch.
It's awesome. Iron sharpens iron, and you know what? They're getting ready for the playoffs. They're not going to be complacent. They don't get that competition. No offense to the rest of the teams in the North Bay, but you keep doing things like this, your program just gets better.
Cargill tries a three. Steal by Searcy, taken away. Taken back away.
That's good hustle. That is an awesome hustle play.
Back and forth on this one.
Yeah, really.
Great job by Cargill to get back on defense as the flip up and in by Kambula Doherty, who now has 8 points. Just 3 minutes to go here in this first quarter. Good ball game. Cardinal Newman's opened up a 15-point lead. However, there's Tal Webb trying to cross over behind the back. Somehow hung on to it. Cargill drains the three.
Wow. You know,
8 points now for Avery Cargill.
They keep it coming. Wow. She's a junior, Avery, right?
Webb almost got the steal. Dora up top, she hits a three. Ace Dora for St. Mary's, under 2:30 to go. A much needed basket for the Panthers.
Absolutely. They got to finish strong. They got a couple of minutes here to get that point deficit down.
On your choice.
Another direct drive.
Man, she been tough.
The help's got to be there. Got to hedge that.
Under 2 minutes to go now. Roseman is off the floor, and there's travel. 7 turnovers now for St. Mary's.
Wow, look at that. Direct drives. No one can take, she can take anybody off the dribble, so they're going to have to help her on that. She'll end up with 30 points tonight.
Well on her way. She already has 13.
There you go.
Maya Flores for three. Her first basket of the night.
That was nice. She shot that in rhythm. The other two were a little forced. I think that was in rhythm. That's why it went down.
Leading scorer for Cardinal Newman the past 3 seasons. Nice drive to the basket. Kambula Doherty trying to fight her way back up. A couple offensive rebounds. Finally, Cardinal Newman comes down with it. Here's Choice. Flips it out with the left hand. Basket. Good. Wow, nice shot. Just checking in. That was Emma Nordby who fired that in. You love the confidence off the bench.
You can't teach that. That's a one-handed pass off the dribble, across her body.
Nordby, just a sophomore, didn't hesitate, catch and shoot. 22-point lead. That happened fast.
Yeah. And, you know, St. Mary's went on a little bit of a run, but then Cardinal Newman answered. So, you know, there's 3, and then there's a direct drive. There's 5 unanswered.
Flores looking to drive. Little floater up and in. Good. She has 5 points.
Yeah, quick. Just like that.
30 seconds to go now. We are in the second quarter. That shot off the mark. Aaliyah, Kansani, Baker, and Rosemont. Rosemont ends up coming up with the ball, but Baker takes it away.
There you go.
Cardinals can hold on for the final shot of the quarter now. Maya Flores into the corner. Kansani Baker for 3. 4 seconds. They're going to have to hustle as Jasmine Barnes came down with that rebound, and they will not get off a shot. So 41-17 at the half. Tremendous shooting for Cardinal Newman. They started off a little cold, but they were getting some good shots. They were able to penetrate. You knew that if they were starting to make some of those shots, that they were going to have a pretty easy time scoring the basketball, and that has been the case. And what I'm impressed with, the players who come in off the bench, freshmen and sophomore, who contribute right away.
Absolutely. I mean, once you get through that first wave of the Newman young ladies, then here comes the second wave, and they don't miss a step. So they're hitting perimeter threes. They're unselfish. They're getting direct drives. St. Mary's is getting overextended, and if they don't answer that, it's going to be double that. Newman will score 90 points. So they're going to have to make some adjustments, and I think the adjustments they need to make is, you know, help the helper, no splits.
So 41-17 here at the half. We'll be back with some highlights of that first half of play and the start of the third quarter in just a moment.
You've worked hard to create a good life for you and your family. Protecting what you've earned is important. At George Peterson Insurance Agency, our local agents work with you to make sure your home and belongings are protected from potential risks. When it comes to you and your family, we're committed to providing you with the right insurance for your needs. We work hard to ensure that your risks are covered, so you can focus on what's most important. George Peterson Insurance, we've got your back.
Hi, my name is Allison Alstrom, and I'm the founder and CEO of the nonprofit organization Threads for Teens. Threads for Teens is a clothing boutique for girls who are in foster care, group homes, or situations of poverty to come and get 2 head-to-toe outfits, all for free, and it's all brand new. We're located about 40 minutes north of San Francisco in Santa Rosa, California. And as a part of our outreach, we also have a semi-truck that goes on tour each summer, clothing to girls across the country.
Malloy, Emery, and Vesconi Insurance Services, a professional agency with personal service, insuring wine country since 1890. Cardinal Newman High offers a Catholic college preparatory whole-person education. With a dedicated faculty and state-of-the-art facilities, your daughter or son will have the advantages of the highest caliber educational opportunity in Sonoma County. Learn more at cardinalnewman.org. Highlights presented by Meade Clark Lumber Company, locally owned and part of the community for over 100 years. With the right information and the right materials, Meade Clark is the right lumber yard. So shop where the contractors shop, at Meade Clark Lumber.
flips it back up top. Long outside shot, and that is
And we are back here at Haehl Pavilion. A big lead for Cardinal Newman. Dave Cox and Maurice Thompson bringing you the action from Game 1 here of the 2017 Cardinal Newman Classic Showcase. There's Chris Toller. You know, he had a lot of talk at halftime talking about cutting off the lane, help defense, all that kind of stuff, right, Coach?
Absolutely. I hope they execute it because Newman will double what they have now.
Second half underway. Choice, who was the leading scorer in that first half with 13 points.
It appears St. Mary's has picked up their intensity. We'll see how fundamentally sound they are as far as helping the helper on this.
Avery Cargill back up to Choice. And once again, she goes right down the lane and lays it in. 15 points now for Anya Choice.
You know, Anya went down on the first half on her right hand, so she uses both hands very well.
Rosemont. Tal Webb.
Nice pass.
Nice pass, but it goes through the hands of seriously. I think one of the Panthers got a hand on that and tapped it away. Leading scorers from the first half. Kambula Doherty had 8, Rosemont had 5 for St. Mary's, and then it was Choice with 13, Cargill with 8 for Cardinal Newman in that first half. St. Mary's led early in the first quarter, but Cardinal Newman kind of closed that quarter out strong and then really turned it on in the second quarter.
Wow,
Anya Choice
another
goes coast to coast, 17 points.
Nice pass, 2 dribbles, you know, push it up the floor. Well, Cargill and Choice are really tough, though.
Falling to the ground, Rosemont, Optimus. Stolen.
Look.
Ahead it goes to Circe, and she got it. Ari Circe in transition scores for Newman.
She runs the floor, Cargill finds her. Or excuse me, that's Choice.
Pick and roll taken away by Circe. Flores gains control. Choice finds Cargill on the backside. Back up top now to Maya Flores, who's fouled. Dora got her. Some highlights of the first half for Cardinal Newman. Check it, this is St. Mary's from that first half. And then
Choice.
here's Newman, here's Choice. Choice was awesome in that first half, and here's how she ended the first quarter with a long 3.
Wow.
And she nailed that. That's what really propelled them. Now here's Cargill driving right down the lane. Newman was doing it all in that first half. Maya Flores with a little stop and pop, no good.
All 5 of their starters are on the scoreboard.
And there's the freshman. Or that was Nordby, I believe, the sophomore who hit that one.
Yeah. That's
Tal
a good,
Webb completed
good steal
a
by
three-point
Maya
play.
that she traveled, but you know, you gotta love the effort on the defensive end. They're not just trying to score; they're playing good defense still.
Newman up by 33. Believe it or not, that pass goes right through the hands of one of the Panthers. Their 10th turnover. Those are starting to add up for them. Webb into the corner. Ari Searcy tries to kick it out to Flores. Cargill hangs on to it, but it's taken away by the Panthers. Nice steal by Jasmine Barnes. Gets it ahead to Dora, who's fouled by Searcy. And Dora will go to the free throw line. Searcy thought that was a clean one.
She didn't give up on that play. That's what I love about her. And it was a hard foul. And she didn't give up on that play. That young lady's very active. Look at her.
First free throw is good by Dora. Ace Dora.
See on these substitutions, see how Cardinal Newman can sustain it still.
Sonny Baker with a nice rebound. And a tie-up call. The possession arrow favors St. Mary's, so nice little run here for the Panthers. They try to at least make this interesting and make Cardinal Newman work a little bit in the second half.
Cardinal Newman's got to hold in here and not give up an easy bucket.
But there's a steal by Choice.
They're not letting up. Just because they have this 50-18 right now, Newman is not letting up.
I think the interesting thing about this team is, unlike last year where the starting lineup was fairly etched in stone, I think there's a couple of spots in the lineup where Monica Myrtle's probably going to play the hot hand and whoever's working hardest. And I think that's what these players know and understand and why they're not going to let up at all.
Absolutely.
They're going to work hard all night long, and because they want to be one of those 5 that starts the game, or at least someone that gets significant playing time for the Cardinals.
Good thing Monica has options. If you're not playing well, you're not going hard, she has an option. And, I haven't seen any of the young ladies let up. They're all playing hard, so that's a good thing to have.
Throw in that time. It's going to stay with St. Mary's, 50-18. Not unusual, the fact that Cardinal Newman has a big lead. They do that to a lot of opponents, but unusual in that they're doing it to a very good St. Mary's Berkeley team that is usually one of the top 4 teams in NCS Division IV year in and year out.
Again, I bet this team will get better as the season goes along. St. Mary's, and it'll be a different team if they meet in the playoffs. I don't think Newman should have a problem with them because I think Newman's just a little bit better. But St. Mary's is a good team.
Last year we saw St. Mary's of Stockton run the table and win this tournament. It was a good game between Newman and St. Mary's of Stockton. It was close throughout the first half, but St. Mary's pulled away in the second half.
Nice little curl on that. She came off that.
In and out. There's Rosemont. She has 9 rebounds.
Wow.
She's going to go to the free throw line now.
I like to see them do a little high-low with her, but, it's sort of out of reach right now for them to get points that way. They got to pick up the pressure and try to get some turnovers.
She's now hit 4 or 5. That's a little better than 30%, Coach.
I think she's on her way to like 86% for the year. That's what she's going to shooting.
Love to see that. A player who obviously has worked very hard on her free throw shooting and wants to be in the game down the stretch at the end of the game.
Absolutely.
I don't know if I heard her call bank on that one.
No,
Did you hear it?
no.
I don't know.
And it's after 6 o'clock, right? No, it's bank's still open. There you go. They're in the zone. See, this is what I think they should have did before. But you leave the person open, they hit a 3.
Cargill has 11 now as she hits from the corner. I think we call that the zone buster as Rosemont takes the pass inside. St. Mary's trying to hang in there, but Cardinals have played tough defense all night long.
Yeah.
3:30 to go now in the third.
They're fronting the post, and and they got great dig help every time she gets the ball, so she's not getting the easy look.
Nice ball movement.
Yeah,
Dora doesn't get it. Rosemont with an offensive board. Tal Webb takes that away from Dora.
Nice bounce pass.
Harris blocked from behind. It'll stay with Newman. Nice recovery that time by Ace Dora.
Tell you, this young lady's throwing dimes out there.
Tal Webb, nice little hesitation move. Doesn't get the runner, but Cargill keeps it alive. Choice for three.
Wow.
20 points for Anya Choice.
Damned if you don't, you know?
And credit Cargill for keeping that one alive.
Absolutely.
Three ball on the way for St. Mary's. Off the mark. There's Harris with the rebound.
Nice
Ryan
look.
Harris. Now it's Cargill with the left hand. She has 13 points. Newman putting on a clinic right now. They're running the floor, they're rebounding, and playing good defense.
Everybody's touching the ball, too.
Dora
Really
hits a
unselfish.
three. She's had a nice game. 8 points for Ace Dora. Tal Webb wide open for three. Here they come. 61-23 Newman. And that ball is going to go to St. Mary's. As almost a steal by Choice, but she stepped on the line.
And then here's another wave. they're not going to lose a step. They just keep coming.
Under 2 minutes to go here in the third. Stop and pop, good. DeLuca hits that one, her first basket of the night. She has a couple rebounds to go along with that. St. Mary's game was without their leading returning scorers. Flores bangs a three. She has 8 points. Dejanay Evans, she averaged 11.9 per game last year. So you know that's somebody that they're gonna miss for a while.
Yeah. Well, Newman needs to just play sound defense and not reach and jump out. There you go.
Tie up.
Got to really concentrate on the the fundamentals. Stay in your lane and keep playing sound defense, even though the score is like it is.
Minute 12 to go. See the frustration on Chris Toller's face.
Absolutely. What can you do? He was in man. He got overextended. He went to zone. They're splitting the zone. They're getting shots, and they're knocking down shots, threes. So, he's lost for words over there, it seems like. It's wide open.
Maya Flores. Long offensive rebound by Christina Bocci, who checked into the game moments ago. There's Nordby trying the three. Harris has the rebound.
Wow. They're not done either. They're going to get another.
Another rebound, Nordby. Nice pass. Flores to Nordby. She kicks it back out. Cargill for three.
They're beating him on the 50-50 balls, the hustle plays, and that led to another three. Unbelievable. See, there's the help right there again.
Rosemont back to the free throw line. She has 7 points and 11 rebounds.
Wow.
Trying to get a double-double to start the season. That'd be nice.
That would be. I think Monica's doing like a post trap. Anytime she gets the ball, she's running two people at her. She's got to recognize that, make that skip pass to the the other side and have that guard knock that shot down. Because every time she gets the ball, there's two people on her.
Second one, no good.
Look at her, she got a deflection
Harris,
right there.
Rebound. Nice ball movement. Flores
Wow.
gets it off. Still time, but they couldn't come down with the rebound, and that's the way the quarter ends.
Wow.
67-26. Cardinal Newman continuing to add to their lead, showing a lot of depth and some tremendous defensive ability in this ballgame so far. So it's 67-26 after 3. We'll take a break right here and be back with the start of the final chapter of Game 1 in the Cardinal Newman Classic Showcase in just a moment.
That was the secondary break they just ran, right?
We support the communities we serve and live in. You'll find us helping out at the Boys and Girls Club and Sonoma Humane Society, collecting food for the Redwood Empire Food Bank, and more. It's our goal to make our neighborhoods a better place. We're invested in your success. For over 75 years, George Peterson Insurance has been serving our communities and customers with top-notch service and competitive pricing. Find out what we have to offer. George Peterson Insurance, we've got your back.
We're heading for the fourth quarter of this one. A big lead for Cardinal Newman as they come out and really put on a great show and running the fast break beautifully.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that was a secondary break. Just like I was telling you at the break. Nice.
Cal Webb up top. Bryn Searcy, who just checked into the ballgame, tries a 3. Nordby dribbling up top now into the corner it goes. Bocce no good.
Wow.
Tal Webb
Good
fights
hustle.
for the rebound. We will have a running clock now in this fourth quarter. Another rebound for Cardinal Newman.
That's the 5th rebound in this possession.
Christina Bocce showing what she can do off the bench. Fires the 3. Put me in, coach.
Absolutely.
Christina Bocce, who is a 5'10" sophomore.
They're loaded. It's a very good time.
That's the thing I've seen from Monica's bench players. They come in and they look like starters. They look very confident. They look like players who understand their role, their situation, and they always find a way to contribute.
Absolutely. Look at that.
Confident shot there.
You know, make a play for a teammate. They're unselfish, and like you said, they don't miss a beat. I mean, the transition from bench player to starter, it's seamless.
30-second timeout, that time taken by Chris Toller, the St. Mary's head coach. They averaged about 45 points per game last year. And what was impressive, they averaged about 9.6 steals per game. So they were a team that did play great defense and got things done. And they'll get better as the season goes along. They are an extremely young basketball team. Cardinals bring it up now. Bocce to Webb.
I love the way they skip it. I mean,
Bryn Searcy
look at
to
that.
Ari Searcy. Back up top it goes to Bocce. A little strong that time off the front rim, and Nordby has the offensive rebound. She's done a nice job tonight for Cardinal Newman.
Absolutely. Look at it.
Long pass that time, and Nordby ends up with an open look, and she's fouled just after the shot, so she's going to go to the free throw line. Jasmine Farmer was trying to box out, but she got there a little early, and that's going to be 3 freebies.
Look at that skip, and they find the open man.
Nordby got the first. Cardinal Newman always puts together this tournament, makes it very tough. They're trying to establish the competition that they're going to see down the road in the North Coast section and beyond. They hope to be a team that once again qualifies for the NorCals and gets back in the state title hunt. They won Division 4 2 years. Last year they were the runner-up in the Open Division of NorCal, which was a tremendous accomplishment. First local team boys or girls to get an open bid.
Yeah, that's unprecedented, you know. They're running a great program over there, and like I said, iron sharpens iron. You start your preseason with tough games, it's going to pay dividends at the end of the season.
Needs to go, and this one's going to go the other way. Let's talk a little bit about the men's team at Santa Rosa Junior College. How are you guys looking so far? I know you guys are always on the road a lot during the first part of the season until the Kris Kringles, when we can usually get a glimpse of you guys, right?
Again, yeah, we do the same thing that Monica's doing over here. We play in a city college tournament where you play some of the top teams in the state, and typically we lose 1 or 2 games, which we did. But we're 5-2. Next week we're at the Foothill tournament, so looking forward to seeing what we can do next week.
Bula Doherty hit a couple free throws right there. She has 10 points for St. Mary's. Bryn Searcy, long pass across to Nordby. Casey O'Connor dribbles around the top for
She's
Cardinal.
working hard in there. Sealing, look at that.
And a travel. They've done a nice job of taking care of the basketball. I only have them down for 5. They probably have a couple more than that, but no doubt about it. They have taken care of the ball tonight all night long, and particularly at the fast pace that they're playing at.
Absolutely. I'm really impressed with
Up top.
each man boxed out a person on that. That was a long
Aaliyah Kansani Baker. Bryn Searcy ended up with the ball, and Rosemont rejects it. She's done a little bit of everything tonight. 8 points, 11 rebounds, and now a block.
Yeah. You know, St. Mary's girls are still playing hard. Gotta respect that. As the Newman girls are playing hard as well.
Ace Dora bringing it up the floor now. Into the corner it goes to Dora.
Good closeout.
Casey O'Connor gets it up quickly. Bryn Searcy will try a 3. There's Rosemont battling for it.
Look at that. I can't get that.
Bryn Searcy commits the personal. Another great game coming up after this one. Heritage taking on East Side Prep. Looking forward to seeing those two teams tonight. 2:30 to go.
Look at that hedge. I love it. I love it. Good man to man. Get on the floor.
Players fighting. I love that, particularly St. Mary's players. You know, it's been a disappointing night for them, but the fact that they're coming out with that kind of effort late in the game shows a lot about what kind of team they're going to be later on this season.
Absolutely. Speaks volumes for the coach there. That's the kind of program he's running, you know. And look at this. Get on the floor. Absolutely.
Nice drive to the basket. Dora ends up with the ball. No good. Bocce is fouled, trying to get around one of the St. Mary's players, and Cardinal Newman will hang on to the ball with just 1 minute and 40 to go.
Wow.
Nordby up and under, almost got it, but she'll go to the line. Emma Nordby.
What year is she? She shot out of a cannon there. She went baseline on her that fast. She a sophomore?
Yeah, she's a sophomore.
Wow. Again. You know, they keep it coming. Got a nice touch too.
Nice shot, 6 points, 2 rebounds off the bench.
Look at 13. Oh my God, they can. Wow. Good
The ball, one by
That's a great
Sonny
hustle
Baker.
play.
Nordby out in front. It was kicked by a Panther. It'll stay with Newman as we go under 30 seconds.
Both teams are just not letting up. You gotta love that.
Sonny Baker down the lane. She's fouled.
That was unselfish. Either one of those young ladies could have took that shot. Kicked it to her, and she had another direct drive.
And that's going to do it for this one as Cardinal Newman wins it 74-28. Very impressive. I don't know what's more impressive, the offense or the defense. They were both very good tonight for Monica Myrtle's team, and a great way to start the season, showing that they're going to be a team that has to be considered a contender not only in Division IV, but well beyond that in terms of the postseason play.
Absolutely. That team is 10 deep. They don't lose a step. And Cargill and Choice they're really tough. They can extend it, they get direct drives, and they can drive and kick. I was impressed with the defense tonight with Cardinal Newman. They set the tone, and they're going to be really good, really good. And that St. Mary's team is young as well, and they're gonna get better. It's gonna take a little bit of a while, but I see them getting better toward the end of the season.
So a big win for Cardinal Newman to start things off. We'll take a break right here, and we'll be back with Game 2. Heritage and Eastside Prep are coming up after the break here in the Cardinal Newman Classic Showcase Tournament.
Where's this team from?
For the best in girls AAU basketball, it's the North Bay Elite. Cardinal Newman High offers a Catholic college preparatory whole-person education. With a dedicated faculty and state-of-the-art facilities, your daughter or son will have the advantages of the highest caliber educational opportunity in Sonoma County. Learn more at cardinalnewman.org. Malloy, Emery, and Vesconi Insurance Services, a professional agency with personal service, insuring wine country since 1890.
You've worked hard to create a good life for you and your family. Protecting what you've earned is important. At George Peterson Insurance Agency, our local agents work with you to make sure your home and belongings are protected from potential risks. When it comes to you and your family, we're committed to providing you with the right insurance for your needs. We work hard to ensure that your risks are covered, so you can focus on what's most important. George Peterson Insurance, we've got your back.